Welcome to the Blue Lobby Sprint Race starting grid for Dragon Trail Gardens Reverse, which is round 3 of Season 6. And in pole position, we have Super Simon in the RX Vision number 69 starting on the softs. In P2, we have Damo in the only Ferrari 458 this season, starting on the mediums. He's number 39. In P3, we then have Welsh Smurf in 4GT, number 53 on the mediums. In P4, we have Murph, number 11 in the Alpha 4C, or C4 as Ziggy likes to call it, starting on the softs. In P5, we have our very own Big Crazy Bertie starting on the softs in his McLaren 650S, and he's number 81. In P6, we have Hassler, also known as Saber Venom. He's starting on the softs. He's number 51 in the Ferrari 296. In P7, we then have Lee on the softs in the Porsche 911 GT3R number 80. In P8, also in the Porsche 911 GT3R, we have Lyle on the softs, and he's number 3. And in P9, we have Dijon Cypher on the mediums in the Supra. He's lucky number 4. In P10, we then have Joe Nisbet on the softs in a Ferrari 296 number 8. In P11, we have one half of Nighthawk Racing in Midnight ISO starting on the softs in his McLaren 650S number 666. Hopefully you get the reference there. In P12, we have Sparky starting on the softs in the Ferrari 296 number 12. And in P13, we have Yvonne also starting on the softs in the 4GT number 147. And then rounding off the grid for tonight's race, we have Piper in the Ferrari 296 number 182 starting on the mediums. And looking forward to this race. As we've known from visiting Dragon Trail Gardens before, it is quite a technical layout and it features quite a few corners, some with that tight 90-degree sequences, but also some very tricky elevation kind of lifts. So I'm intrigued to see how the drivers get on. I also hear, little birdie's told me that we might get some wet weather racing tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how the drivers get on around the difficult track of Dragon Trail Gardens Reverse. I think enough of me talking. Let's get into the sprint race and see how everyone does.
Join us for the sprint race in the Blue Lobby, round 3 at Dragon Trail of Nighthawk F1 RST Season 6. Super Simon on pole. We are green here at Dragon Trail. So far, it looks like a nice and steady run heading into the Double Apex opening complex. Simon keeping it nice and tidy. A little bit of side-by-side action, a little further back. Lee and Saber Venom are having at it. And look at this, they're already starting to bunch up, second on back. Smurf right on the back of Damo. Murph right on the back of Smurf. That's not confusing at all whatsoever. As we go into the quadruple apex for the first time today. Murph thinking about a move, doesn't get one going. Lee has gone ahead of Saber Venom. And now he's eyeing up Birdie for 5th place. A little bit of contact there. No damage for either car. And now heading into... Oh boy, that's awfully tight there for these guys. But so far, Sarah, all is well.
Yeah, all is well, which is surprising around a track like this, especially with that, quadruple apex section that we've got. I thought someone might have, had a little bit of an off-track excursion. But no, everyone seemed to get around it quite well, being the first lap as well. And we've currently got Sparky and Cypher side by side into this back straight here. And Midnight's made up a few positions. He started towards the back of the grid. He's already in 8th place. But I don't know about you, but it's heating up at the front at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly is. Damo holding up Smurf there. The number 53 Ford gets by the Ferrari on the side. Totally not a 1966 reference. But it doesn't look like Smurf got as good of a run out of the carousel. Damo's going to be able to strike back on the pits. Oh, big crash! Murph's hit the wall. He's hit the attenuator or he's hit a marshal's post, I think, and he's got damage all over the car.
Yeah, quite an interesting little incident there. Looked like he might have just got caught out by the size of his car and the gap to that marshal post, and yeah, it looked like quite the hit there.
Yeah, both bumpers and engine damaged on the 11. Thankfully, with the sprint race, that'll go away after a bit. In the meantime, Damo's fallen from second out of the carousel. He's been passed not only by Smurf. Hold on to. I was about to say he lost multiple positions to Lee at Midnight. Now he's fallen down to 10th. And it's still ongoing up front as Lee's trying to find a way around Smurf. Midnight's right there too. That 4GT's struggling with front end bite right now. They're 3 widening a hairpin. Oh, Smurf gets into the back of the McLaren. Midnight keeps it straight though, and they're side by side. Exit of the hairpin, heading down the pack straightaway.
Yeah, impressive by Midnight, because last time we checked in with him, he was in P8, and in that last lap with all the commotion going on, he's in and around the podium as all. Welshmurf just gets in front of him at the apex, cutting off Midnight's momentum a little bit. But yeah, the likes of Lee and Midnight making some big moves, unfortunately with some obviously misfortunes from other people. But apart from that, everyone seems to be still going, which is good. Murph obviously might be obviously a little bit damaged, but I think that damage is going away now. He'll be looking to try and get towards the back of the grid. But apart from that, everyone else side by side for the 2 Ferrari 296s of Joe and Sparky. And currently looks like Bertie's trying to make a couple of moves up. That battle for the podium is still heating up.
Sparky just got a little bit of the exit curb off of turn 2. He almost lost it. He held on to it. But these curbs bite already enough at the dry. Ooh! Midnight gets into the back of Smurf. And it caused a little bit of a pinball effect with Smurf and Simon. Midnight now gets ahead. And there is all sorts of commotion going on behind the 53 as Haslett, Lyle, Birdie, and more are just pigs under a blanket, for a lack of a better term. Yeah,
and currently, though, Simon still in that P3 position. Although
not for long.
Not for long. Commentator's curse. I didn't mean that, Simon. I'm sorry. But yeah, nearly 4 wide on the exit of the corner there between Simon, Haslett, Lyle, and Joe, and Sparky as well. So a 5th one joins the party. But it's good to see Simon, running this high up at the moment, trying a few defending moves. Although Haslett has got the inside of him there. But he's into P4, looking for that last podium spot at the moment. And Joe has just managed to get past Lyle here, although on the exit a little bit sideways for that Ferrari. But everyone else, Yvonne is on the back of Piper now. That 4GT on the straight might be able to get the Ferrari.
Sparky!
Oh, seems like that corner's catching a few drivers out.
Yeah, he got wide on exit of the carousel there, and well, we already saw him have 1 moment with the curbs. You don't really get 2. And unfortunately for Sparky, he drops down to P13 with rear end damage. I was about to say, though, Lyle's not been having an easy sprint race, because he's fallen down the order and currently running in 8th, despite the tire advantage he has versus some of the cars around him.
Yeah, it could be obviously track experience. Me personally, I haven't got much experience around this track. It's one of the tracks that I try and avoid if possible, because I've never been very good at that quadruple apex section. But maybe Lyle might be a little bit inexperienced around here. Oh, Simon getting nearly into the side of Joe there. He loses a few places, but still running in P8. But Lyle saying obviously. He's doing well, I think, so far. Obviously, like you say, falling back through the pack a little bit, but he's making some moves back up. And looks like Smurf has lost a few positions, unfortunately. But Lee is currently in the lead with quite a healthy gap at the moment.
Yeah, Lee doing what he does best at these sprint races is get ahead and get away. He's done just that. He's taken advantage of all the commotion of the drivers behind him. And we're a little closer to halfway. We're not quite there just yet. But now he's got a little bit of a dilemma, because he'll have to hold back Midnight, who now is also in clean air. And I must say, is looking a lot better on his tires than Lee right now.
Yeah, and that could be because obviously the early battles that we saw Midnight did benefit from a few misfortunes, so he didn't have to burn through as much rubber as Lee might have. But I think the McLaren of Midnight, he's always usually quite good in his tyres, so he'll be definitely one to put your money on to look after those tyres. So let's see if he can get a little bit closer to Lee in the last couple of laps. But it looks like the battle for P5 has got a little bit closer between Lyle and Joe has entered the party as well. And I'm happy to say that Simon is still running in P8 currently.
Yeah, not bad stuff by the driver of the number 69 car. He's still holding station there. He's got Damo for company behind him right now. But unfortunately for Damo, oh, Simon! The commentators curse again. Almost. Damon's been having a little bit of a trickier time in his Ferrari. He's started on the mediums. Seems a lot of guys actually went with the softs. So that's put Damo at a disadvantage. He had as I mentioned, he had a poor second lap where he lost a few positions. And now he's having to claw at Simon, can't get there, and he'll have to deal with Yvonne in the 147 Ford GT soon enough.
Yeah, it's good to see Yvonne back on the grid as well, as she unfortunately missed out on round 2. So it's good to see her back in that Ford GT. Damo runs a little bit wide. Yvonne capitalising on that, going onto the inside. Those two going side by side. Now, can the Ford GT get in front of the 458 before this quadruple apex section? We will see. Damo's currently got the advantage, but Yvonne trying to stick it around the outside. Oh, Damo taking a lot of curb there. Going wide. Yvonne might have an opportunity here. Oh, he hits the wall.
And he's not the only one to find trouble. Saber Venom, he's spun around at the exit of the quadruple apex, and he falls down. Well down the order. Look at Cypher and Damo sending it on him.
Yeah, it looks like Cypher just unfortunately run out a little bit of a track there. Otherwise, that move would have stuck nicely.
He ran out of, I'd say he ran out of brake there because that car was not stopping for a while. Thankfully, he did get it wound up. But, he's still having some brake issues as Damo's hit the wall. Trying to stay ahead of Haslett's 296. And the backfield's all bunched up now. Actually, interestingly, Piper's got himself a 3-second penalty.
Oh.
Where did he get that? Because he didn't go through the pit lane.
Yeah, interesting.
Very unusual.
We'll have to investigate that post-race to see what that penalty is for. Because, yeah, like you say, it's an unusual one unless you obviously come in and out of the pits. But I haven't seen him pit. So this is going to lose him quite a lot of time as he is slowing down now, taking that penalty at the moment. Oh, Murph going off track, jumping across the grass. Nicely held. I thought he was going to lose it there. I thought we were going to see a rendition of Murphy Airlines there, but he did well to save that. But Damo currently on the back of Sparky, going into this apex section. Sparky running a little bit wide. Damo having to brake a little bit early. But Yvonne has managed to get in front of Haslett.
Oh, we got a spinner. It is Lee from the lead. And he hasn't been able to get the car righted. And he's hit the wall trying to get a flick spin. So he's not only lost the lead, now he's lost second place to Birdie. Oh my. Well, I said it was going to be a dilemma holding back Midnight. Unfortunately, I don't even think he got the opportunity to defend.
No, like you say, potentially maybe lost a little bit of grip because of those tyres do look like they've seen better days. And a track round like this, you want as much grip as possible, especially through some of these kind of sweeping corners. So unfortunate for Lee, but hopefully he can hold on to a podium. Got a few laps left. And he's got quite a gap to the other Porsche 911 of Lyle. So let's see if we can get a podium and maybe that P2 back.
Yeah, that battle for what is currently P4, P5 has been intensifying for a bit. Right now, Smurf tried to defend from Joe for that 5th position. Oh, a little bit of door banging there. I think Joe's got the position, though, because he had a much better exit out of turn 2. And now, Joe's going to be setting his sights on Lyle once again. fascinating how this race has played out so far, with the way it kind of seemed like it lulled midway through, and then it's picked right back up, and we're gonna get some seriously consequential battles in the field here.
Yeah, and some battles that didn't necessarily expect as well, because obviously, like you say, Lee obviously was quite healthy in the lead for quite a while. He looked like he was going to just kind of sail off into the distance, but unfortunately, obviously, due to that spin, that's brought him back into the pack. And towards the last, couple of laps, everyone seemed to have bunched up again, which is good. It makes our job a lot harder, though. But at the moment, we've got a battle for P7 with Yvonne and Simon. Oh, Yvonne braking a lot later than Simon, trying to go around the outside and then into the inside. What a move there. Oh, Simon gives a little tap to the rear, and that lets Haslett through as well. But, yeah, cool. Brave of Yvonne to try and go around the outside of that apex there, but she got it done and dusted. And it looks like Piper managed to get past Murph in that last lap. But Midnight currently in the lead. And looks a bit undisturbed at the moment. No one right on the back of him.
Nesbitt's got by Lyle for P4, I think, into turn 1. And now, the number 8 Ferrari has his sights set on Lee. Be very interesting to see whether or not Joe can make a move happen, because Lee's left front looks corded. It might be going down to the rim here soon. Very, very soon.
Oh,
it's gone.
Oh, we've had a big incident towards the back end of the grid.
Oh!
Saber Venom and Yvonne both hitting the wall, and Simon got caught up in that a little bit, hitting the back of both of them. But it looks like Yvonne has got going, and Haslett did wait for her, and he's got going as well. But yeah, not what you want on the last lap when you were fighting for some positions.
No, not at all. And that quadruple apex really bites you if you carry too much speed into it. We saw it with Damo a little bit ago. And it seems to have been Haslett a bit. And right now, Midnight has a undisputed path, very clean.
Is he slowing down?
He did slow down. He's waiting. Is he gonna Indianapolis this thing? Well, coming to the line, Midnight in the 666 McLaren. Oh, you cheeky little... You know what? Midnight and Birdie stays on Le Mans photo finish in a McLaren 1-2. Joe Nesbitt does take P3 from Lee, who could not hold on to that podium spot with a flat left front. Lyle P5, Smurf P6, Sparky comes home 7th. Sarah, run us down the rest of it.
Of course, Simon, I think his best ever finish in P8, and then we've got Cypher P9, Damo P10, Yvonne P11, we then got Haslett in P12, followed by Piper in P13, and rounding off the grid we then have Murph in P14, doing a bit of a flick past that the finish line. But I don't know about you, but I wasn't expecting Bertie and Midnight to stage that photo finish. Caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that either. I saw Midnight going slow through the carousel. I thought he somehow ran himself out of gas. And then I just see he's short shifting. And then you see Bertie coming. I noticed he slowed down before he could pass Midnight. Not sure how they came up with the idea for that, but that definitely gave us something to talk about after the race.
Yeah, I think they must have coordinated it, because I'm sure Bertie, he would have tried to take the opportunity to take the lead there. So they must have, had some radios connected to both cars to make that plan. But something that we didn't spot as well, obviously Lee with that left front, right front, I can't remember what side, being completely gone on that last lap. Joe did manage to sneak onto the podium. Yeah,
that was a pretty hard charge by the number 8 Ferrari. He started a little further back in the pack here, and poor Lee. He had such a good run going until the hairpin there. It's just, you hate to see it, but of course I imagine he'll be regrouping right now so he can get a good run in the feature, because it's going to be a wet one based on what I'm seeing on the radar. And if there's one thing that Lee can be good at, it's racing in the rain.
Yeah, I think obviously the feature race is definitely going to test some drivers. As like you say, we've got the weather forecast doesn't look very good, but I can confirm in that race that it was actually a penalty-free race, so no change of positions for anybody. And Lee managed to get the fastest lap extra points. So I'm sure, even after being off the podium, I'm sure I'd be very happy with a couple extra points in the bank.
Yeah, absolutely. Points being prizes at the end of the day. A couple more never hurts.
They do indeed. But let's go see obviously how the feature race goes. But first off, we will go and see how the red lobby got on.